This is News Channel 11 at 5:30.
Criminal justice reform and school choice. Two more topics we've learned Governor Bill Lee will be addressing in his very first State of the State address next week. Welcome back for News Channel 11 at 5:30 on a Friday evening. I'm Josh Smith.
And I'm Sarah Diamond. State Capitol Newsroom reporter Chris BUNDGAARD has been talking with the governor and top leaders about what will be in the address.
The Tennessee House Republican leader here says it's going to be a busy night for reporters after the State of the State address.
Tune in on Monday. I think there's going to be quite a bit to write about and talk about afterwards.
Governor Bill Lee has been already talking about some of the things in his first State of the State address, like money for school security, resource officers, and new funds for treating those with mental health issues, rural economic development, and increased VOTEC training.
It will really be specifics around what we've been talking about for 2 years.
Lee went from little-known businessman to easily winning the governor's office with his message of good schools, good jobs, and safe neighborhoods. But what about education, savings accounts, or vouchers?
We will be talking about choices, and I do believe that when parents have choices, then the entire education system is improved.
Late Thursday, the governor proposed his ideas for criminal justice reform, which is something the House Republican leader supports from his days as a prosecutor.
So I think you're going to hear a lot about some educational and training opportunities for individuals that may have run afoul of the law.
And this State of the State address comes with word that there'll be similar speeches from the governor in both East and West Tennessee. Reporting from the state capitol, Chris BUNDGAARD.
Governor Lee is scheduled to deliver the State of the State address Monday in Nashville at 7 p.m. local time, our time. You can watch it live stream on our website, WGHL.com.